How did the kids actually do based on these higher cut scores?
Well, the scores dropped dramatically. In some cases, from 80 or 90% to 40 or 50% proficient. And that's what the state had expected. We expected that raising the cut scores would have this effect on student test scores. Now, the real issue with the declining test scores is not so much a matter of the quality of the test, but the number of students that have scored proficient on these tests are in line with what we have seen in other more reputable tests like the National Assessment of Educational Progress. So we shouldn't be asking ourselves, was there a problem that only 40 or 50% of our kids are scoring proficient on these tests? No, that's not necessarily the problem because other tests have shown us that that's the case. The question is, are these tests of high quality? Are they rigorous? And does that test score actually reflect a quality testing instrument? And that's the real difficult question to answer.
Well, how can we find that out? What would we need to do in order to feel really secure that the curriculum was rigorous, that the testing was adequate, and that the scores then were an accurate reflection of achievement?
Well, that's the difficult part because these are new tests and they're developed by the State Department of Public Instruction. If we look at historically, our tests have not been very good. The state has not done a good job of developing tests. And I think that a lot of people would argue that these tests are not very high quality, although unfortunately all those accounts are anecdotal. So the question is that do we trust the state to develop a high-quality testing instrument? And the John Locke Foundation for years has insisted, no, we can't, and therefore we should go to a nationally normed test developed by a testing company or nonprofit that's outside of North Carolina. Would we receive the same proficiency rates from those tests that we did with these ones? Quite possibly, but we could have more faith that the tests that students took from a testing company or nonprofit were more reliable than the test results that we have here.